Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here, and it is a Tuesday morning here in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip. Temperature right now is about 55 degrees, looking for a high of about 72 today. And we had that rain last night that kind of cooled everything back down again. Okay, look up at the sky here. There's a slight chance of rain this morning, but so far that's kind of held out. It kind of cleared up overnight, and wind picked up a little bit, made it kind of chilly last night, but right now it's like the wind's just a little slight breeze going on here. Nothing major, and you can see the sky and the sun's out, and it's all good here in Las Vegas. The 72 would be a nice high today. We're going to start this vlog out today with the kind of one of the ends of one of the last holdouts actually here in Las Vegas at the Tropicana Hotel. The Tropicana Hotel forever, when everybody was charging for parking. The Tropicana Hotel allowed free parking to anybody. You just pull in, it's like go wherever you wanted to go. However, that has changed here as these have come up here in the last couple of days. These are along this whole walkway here, and actually at the beginning of the parking garage, it's like they're there also. So one of the last holdouts of free parking is no more. You can always count on the Tropicana on this end of the strip and the Sahara Hotel on the other end of the strip with free parking, but the Tropicana has gone corporate on us. It's like they are now charging for parking. So the Sahara Hotel is still free. In fact, it's still part of their marketing. Always free parking. So now it's my understanding it's like here at the Tropicana, it does have the if you're a guest here, if you're staying here, it is still free. So that's pretty much different than the rest of the corporate entities or hospitality corporations here on the suite, because they'll charge even if you're staying in a hotel. But yeah, kind of a sad deal. It's like the Tropicana now is into the making money on parking game also. Alright, so what else is going on here today? Nothing huge. It's like, but I did find this story I thought I would share with you. Oh, let me share one more thing here, which is, I think it's actually kind of funny. This Arco station here, not exactly the best run Arco station, but it is here on the Strip. Now Arco as a company is usually about the cheapest gas that you can find here in Las Vegas. And Arco gas is usually, it's like right below $5 a gallon here in Las Vegas, where the city average is about $5.17 now, or along those lines. But this Arco station here, every day they kept raising the gas prices and raising the gas prices and raising the gas prices. Now keep in mind, like I said, it's like, the Arco stations usually around town are, $4.95, right in that rough average. And this one here got up to $5.35 here on the Strip. And actually, I don't know if it's because they got too many complaints. I don't know if it's because they just got tired of seeing the number, but they actually turned the sign off. It's like it says how much gasoline is here. And I just thought that was kind of funny, because they're way above what their company average is. Now, I know on the Strip, it's like you're going to pay a little bit more because you're in the tourist areas. But realistically, it's like this Arco station was always, fairly in line with what everybody else was here in town as far as the Arco stations go. And this one just kind of got the greed factor also. And the last numbers they had actually on the side there was $5.35. That was for cash unleaded. So I'm not sure what it is now. They got the sign turned off. and I'm pretty sure it was because they were getting too many complaints. It's like, because I'm thinking a lot of like locals probably filled up their tank there also. So, I just found that kind of humorous. I just thought I would share it with you. I did see where the the new football league, the USFL, United States Football League, that's going to begin play in April. They got approval to where their games will be. You'll be able to bet on them. It's like, in the sportsbook world. That was approved yesterday, I believe. So if you're a diehard football betting junkie, it's like you'll be able to bet on the USFL games. And they have an interesting concept. There's only 8 teams that's like in the USFL. A lot of the older people remember back in the 80s, it's like the old USFL. And this one has no affiliation to that one, but they did bring back a lot of the nicknames, a lot of cities. There's 8 teams that's like going to be in the league to start here. And it's interesting because they're playing all of the games in Birmingham, Alabama, if I read that right. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's like, I guess they cut down on the travel cost or whatever, at least for this first season. It's like every game. So we'll be in Birmingham, and they're playing a 10-game season, 8 teams. So basically there'll be games going on all the time there in Birmingham. So that new league is partially owned by Fox Sports, so you can pretty much count on every game being televised, at least on one of the Fox affiliates, or Fox Sports, or Fox Sports West, or Fox Sports F1, or it's like Fox probably on the weekend. So yeah, but you can bet on those games, so you may want to keep that in mind if you come to Vegas and you walk by our sports book. Just expect to see maybe NBA playoffs or Major League Baseball. You will be able to see a little bit of football here for the next couple of months anyway. So one last thing I wanted to talk about was here in Nevada, here in Las Vegas, it is the law, and this law was passed in a little over a year ago due to the pandemic, where the hotels have to clean the hotel rooms during a stay unless it's opted out by the customer itself. And apparently that law, according to the culinary union, that law's not being followed. In fact, some of the hotels are actually letting guests know that during their stay, if you're here for 3 days, your room will not be cleaned unless you specially request it to be cleaned. And so the culinary is throwing a kind of a big fit, as they've have gone to the state to let them know that the hotel industry is breaking the rules, breaking the law actually. And I think the reason why is, it's like a lot of the employees still have not been hired back yet by the hotels, and the culinary union is calling it just a big money grab by the corporations. It's like to keep their payroll costs down. And I know it's like one group came out yesterday or a couple days ago in their earnings. It's like in the Boyd Group, and they talked about how it's like pre-pandemic they had over 25,000 total employees, and currently it's like they're at a little over 15,000 total employees post-pandemic. So they have not hired back near any of the well, they have, they've hired back, well, that's 60% approximately, but there's still like 10,000 employees that did not get hired back by Boyd Gaming. And now it's like the union's coming out and says like all these properties are doing the same because they're cutting back on the room service. And in fact, I think Hilton Properties as a whole has announced, it's like, if you're staying at one of their properties for 3 or 4 days, you can pretty much not count on your room being cleaned unless it's like you opt in, and some of them are charging extra. It's like to opt in. So now that's not in the gaming, it's like game, but that's just one of the corporate things that's going on here in the United States. So pretty interesting thing. Culinary, you know, in the hotels, there's no love between neither one of them, but so we'll see how that all turns out here, and we'll see if the hotels start abiding by the law. It's like that is like a Nevada state law that was passed by the state government, you know, to keep the germs down as much as they could, but you know, sometimes corporate the corporate world, corporate greed maybe kind of gets in the way of all of that. All right, everybody, I think that's going to do it for today's vlog. I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate you giving me the time of the morning here to kind of share my thoughts a little bit. Love Lone Wolf Rick, thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. And hit that notification bell. It keeps you notified of everything that we post here on a daily basis. You know, we've been posting not only our daily vlogs, but we've been posting a few slot video plays, and it's like in some food reviews. It's like you did one yesterday here from the buffet, actually at Excalibur. That was very, very good, actually. It's like, so if you check that out, I greatly appreciate it. And we did a food review last week. It's like from Fat Burger down here on the Strip. And also, it's like we're doing some slot machine play now, probably once or twice a week. We did a couple of sessions last week, and actually had some profit on both of them, which was very nice. But this is kind of like real life gaming. It's like, you know, if you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some, so it's like everything gets posted. Even if it's a losing video, it'll be posted, so you can kind of keep track of like what it's actually like here, just to go out and play a little bit here in Las Vegas. All right, everybody, take care. To our subscribers, everybody who watches, thank you very, very much for your support, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.